It's derived from the seed of the canola plant, a hybrid variety of rapeseed. The plant blooms in the summer, producing bright yellow flowers. Farmers harvest the seeds from pods, which form after those flowers die off. Canola oil is one of the healthier cooking oils. Compared to olive, sunflower and soya oils, it has the lowest level of saturated fat, 7%. It's also high in monounsaturated fat, which lowers cholesterol, so it's probably a good choice if you can't resist a fry-up. When the canola seed arrives at the processing factory, it's mixed in with other plant pieces. So the first step is to clean the seed in a vibrating sieve. The seeds fall through to a conveyor below. The plant pieces remain on top, and a conveyor moves them to a storage bin where they're collected for sale as cattle feed. The seeds pass by a magnet. It removes any metal that may have fallen in during the journey from field to factory. Next, the seeds enter a roller mill. They pass between two steel rollers, which crush them into thin flakes. A conveyor then feeds the flakes into a screw press. It has a large revolving screw-shaped shaft enclosed within a slotted cage. As the shaft turns, its threads squeeze the flakes with high pressure, forcing out the oil, which then drains out through the slots. 42% of canola seed is oil. This screw press extracts nearly 3/4 of that. The remainder is still trapped in the pressed flakes, now referred to as canola cake. The cake exits the other end of the press and moves on to a second extraction. This involves a 70-minute wash with a solvent. This chemical extraction process removes all but a trace of the oil. The factory then grinds the cake into protein-rich meal, which it sells as animal feed. The extracted oil, stored in large tanks, now enters the refining phase. First, they wash the oil for 20 minutes with sodium hydroxide. During this wash cycle, they spin the oil at high speed so that the centrifugal force separates the natural impurities, which the factory later sells to soap manufacturers. After this cleaning process, the canola oil is visibly clearer. However, it still contains natural waxes, which make it look cloudy. So the next step is to cool the oil to 5 degrees Celsius. This thickens those waxes so they can be filtered out. The waxes don't go to waste either. The factory uses them to produce vegetable shortening. In the factory's lab, technicians recreate production on a small scale to ensure performance and quality. Meanwhile, back in the factory, after washing and filtering the oil, they bleach it to lighten the colour. Then use a steam injection heating process to remove the canola odour. The oil is now fully refined and ready for bottling. The equipment first turns the plastic bottles upside down and injects filtered pressurized air to blow out any dust or dirt inside. Then it turns the bottles right side up again to position for filling. Just before a nozzle starts filling, it applies a vacuum. If there's no suction, indicating a leak in the bottle, the machine automatically ejects that bottle from the line. Each bottling machine in the factory fills 22,000 bottles per hour. The labelling machines work at the same speed. They spread glue on the back of each label, then apply the label's edge to the bottle, and the bottle spins, wrapping the rest of the label around itself. As the bottles come off the labeler, a robot separates them into groups of 12. Then it picks up and deposits each dozen in a shipping box. From field to factory to your cupboard, where once opened, canola oil has a shelf life of about a year, making it an oil to fry for.